A warm welcome back to Jolgol News, your ultimate hub for everything Real Madrid. Real Madrid's campaign has come to a bitter and trophyless end, with their Club World Cup defeat to Paris Saint-Germain serving as the final nail in a season filled with inconsistency and disappointment. While fingers are being pointed in many directions, one narrative has dominated post-season debates: the on-field dynamic, or lack thereof, between superstar forwards Kylian Mbappé and Vinícius Júnior. The two were expected to form a fearsome partnership, but the results have so far failed to live up to expectations. Mbappé, who finally made his long-awaited switch to Real Madrid last summer after running down his contract at PSG, arrived with the weight of the football world on his shoulders. Yet, ironically, his former club seems to have flourished in his absence, while Madrid has struggled to find cohesion and rhythm. A major criticism centers around the lack of chemistry between Mbappé and Vinícius, with many analysts and fans alike observing that the two often occupy similar zones on the pitch, particularly the left flank, leading to tactical disarray rather than synergy. What's made matters worse is that both players have been accused of showing a lack of defensive work rate and commitment during crucial matches. This criticism came to a head during the Club World Cup, where the duo's perceived lack of intensity and pressing came under the microscope. While it's rare for such high-profile stars to be openly criticized within the club structure, the whispers from Valdebebas are growing louder, especially regarding Vinícius, whose frustration with the situation is reportedly starting to boil over. The Brazilian winger's future at the Santiago Bernabéu is now being called into question. Recent reports suggest that Vinícius has hit pause on contract extension talks, despite his current deal running until 2027. While that may seem like a distant concern, the decision to stall negotiations signals deeper uncertainty. Sources close to the player suggest that he is beginning to question whether Madrid is still the right environment for him, particularly with Mbappé now viewed as the crown jewel in Florentino Pérez's project. In an intriguing twist, it's now being claimed by Sport that the club's hierarchy, including President Pérez, would prioritize keeping Mbappé over Vinícius if forced to make a choice. Pérez's long-term pursuit of Mbappé, dating back nearly a decade, has been well documented. Having finally secured the Frenchman's signature, it's not surprising that the club's internal politics may now be tilting in his favor, potentially leaving Vinícius in a more precarious position than anyone could have anticipated just a year ago. For new head coach Xabi Alonso, the Mbappé-Vinícius dilemma presents a major tactical and man-management challenge. While it's hard to argue against starting two of the most electrifying players in world football, Alonso may ultimately have to make tough calls if the duo continues to clash on the pitch. However, Alonso's ideal scenario is still to find a tactical structure that allows both superstars to thrive simultaneously. Whether through a positional tweak, a new formation, or improved chemistry developed over pre-season, the Spanish tactician will be under pressure to unlock a formula that gets the best out of both Mbappé and Vinícius. Success in doing so could reignite Madrid's dominance. Failure might see the situation explode into full-blown crisis, especially if results don't go their way early next season. As things stand, Real Madrid are at a crossroads, not just in terms of squad evolution, but in defining the identity of their next era. The clash between two generational talents is more than just a sporting issue. It represents a broader cultural question of legacy, loyalty, and leadership within the club. For now, all eyes will be on Xabi Alonso, who must navigate these stormy waters with precision, vision, and, perhaps most importantly, results.